Hi sir, good day. First year criminology student Justin Ernest Bigalon, Section Quebec. I am part of the Group 2 task with Hexagon in Nature. Based on the math concept discussed in our video Hexagon in Nature, hexagon is a six-sided polygon or sexagon. The total internal angles of any simple hexagon are 720 degrees. In geometry, a hexagon can be defined as a closed two-dimensional polygon with six sides. The hexagon has six vertices and six angles also. Honeycomb is one of the most common and naturally occurring examples of a hexagon. The six sides, six vertices, and six angles of each cell honeycomb make it a perfect example of a hexagon. A snowflake is also an example of a hexagon, a hexagonal crystalline form of ice. And a snowflake consists of six sides and six-fold symmetry. Hence, it is one of the best examples of the hexagonal objects we can see around us. But we can't see that here in the Philippines. Another example of a hexagon is the dragonfly. Not the dragonfly itself, but its eyes. The eye of a dragonfly is a collection of tiny lenses, and interestingly, each lens is the shape of a hexagon. So what we see as a tiny insect with an even smaller eye packs more than 30,000 hexagonal lenses. A hexagon is a shape that best fills a plane with equal size units and leaves no wasted space. Hexagonal packing also minimizes the perimeter for a given area because of its 120-degree angles.
Good day, sir. I'm Cathy Lore, first year criminology from Section QUEBEC. I belong to the Group 2 and our task is to do a research about hexagon in nature. The total measure angles of hexagon has a 720 degrees or hexagon has two circles angles. We have an example of hexagons or honeycomb snowflakes. This example has a six-side polygon or sexagon. Isa sa example ang honeycomb sa hexagon kay tungod kay naa siya six sides, six angles of each cell of honeycomb. Snowflakes is one of the best example too of hexagon because it has a six side and six-fold symmetry. That's all about hexagons in nature.
Hello sir, good day. I am Dungeonson Lademora and first year criminology from section QUEBEC, and the topic that was given to us was all about hexagon and nature. So math is visible everywhere in nature. Even when we are not expecting it, it can help explain the way galaxies spiral and seashells, curves, patterns replicate, and river bends. Even subjective emotions like what we find beautiful can have mathematical problems explanation. So in hexagon, in a geometry, it can be defined as a closed two-dimensional polygon with six sides. Hexagon has six vertical and six angles. Also, hexa means six and gonia means angles. The examples of nature using hexagon is in a beehive, because bees build their hive using a solution of hexagons. But did you know that every snowflakes is also in the shape of a hexagon. We also see hexagon in the bubbles that make up a rough bubbles. So thank you for listening to me, and this is all the things that I've learned in the video that was given to us but by user. So thank you and goodbye.
Good day, sir. My name is Rusty Pilibando, first year Bachelor in Science and Criminology, Section Quebec, and I belong to the Group 2. The task that you will given to our is all about the story of nature. Hexagon. Hexagon is a two-dimensional geometrical shape that is made of 6 sides having the same or different dimension of length. Some real-life examples of hexagon shape are a hexagon floor tile, pencil, cross-section clock, a honeycomb. It can be either regular with a 6 equal side lengths and equal angles, or irregular with 6 unequal sides lengths and angles. One of the most common and naturally occurring examples of hexagon is a honeycomb. The 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles of each shelf of a honeycomb makes it perfect example of a hexagon.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is JP Ngoho from Section QUEBEC, first year BS Criminology. Our group 2 to do our research about hexagon nature. What I have learned in our topic is most obvious. Natural hexagon is the honeycomb, the geometrical perfect home for bees and their honey. Bees worldwide are extraordinary adept at constructing uniform hexagon and these properties of a hexagon. 1. All 6 are equal. 2. All 6 interior angle are equal, measuring 120 each. 3. And the sum of the interior angle is 720. 4. All 6 interior angle are equal, measuring 60 each. 5. Has 9 diagonals. What is about concept? Cite few more read word cases of example that would show the concept. Properties are a concave polygon. Some of the diagonal of a concave polygon will lie outside the polygon in the figure on right the diagonal. Number 3, what are your insight about this mathematical truth or certainty? Certainly something that will definitely happen. Victory is now a mathematical certainly synonyms and related words.
Good day, everyone, especially to you, sir. I am Sandara Emiko from Section Quebec. I belong to Group 2, and our topic is Hexagon of Nature. So there are some example of hexagon. One of the example of this is the honeycomb. Honeycomb is one of the most common and naturally occurring example of hexagon. The 6 sides, the 6 vertex, the 6 angles of each cell of a honeycomb make it a perfect example of a hexagon. The second one is nut. Nuts are the mechanical tools used in combination with bolts and washer to fasten two metallic pieces together. If you look at a nut closely, you can observe the hexagon shape formed by its sides. So the third one is pencil base. The base of a pencil is yet another example of hexagon-shaped objects used in real life. However, there are other shapes in which a pencil can be manufactured, such as triangular, rectangular, and etc. So I learned about hexagon of nature is a hexagon is a two-dimensional plane geometric figure that consists of 6 sides, 6 vertex, and 6 angles. It falls under the category of polygons. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am first year criminology Mambuyo sir from section Quebec, and the task given to us is hexagon in nature. Hexagons are six-sided geometrical structures. In Greek, hex means six regular hexagons, such as the ones showed here, have all their sides. Example, honeycomb, one of the most common and naturally occurring examples of a hexagon is a honeycomb. The six vertices and six angles of each cell of a honeycomb make it a perfect example of a hexagon. Second one, snowflakes. As beautiful as they are, snowflakes are also naturally hexagonal in shape. These tiny droplets of water frozen in mid-air come in varied shapes and sizes, and one among them is the hexagonal snowflakes.
Good day, sir. My name is Christine Morgadis, first year technology from section Quebec, and I belong to group 2, and our group task is to do a research about hexagon and nature. A hexagon is a two-dimensional plane geometric figure that consists of six sides, six vertices, and six angles, and falls under the category of polygons. For more clarification, these are the example of hexagon. As we can observe, in every side there are levels. First is angle, second is vertices, and the last one is edge. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am Joseph Raven Torres Luga, and I am from section Quebec, and I belong to group 2. And the task that you will given to us is all about hexagon in nature. A hexagon is defined as a closed 2D shape that is made up of 6 straight lines. It is a two-dimensional shape with 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 interior angles. The name is divided into hex, which means 6, and gonia, which means corners. There are two types of hexagon, regular and irregular hexagon. We call it regular a twin. Its 6 sides are equal in length to each other, which the angles are 120 degrees and all sides have the same length. An irregular has 6 sides and all interior angles add up to 720 degrees, just like in regular hexagon. But we call it irregular hexagon when its 6 sides are not equal in length to each other. For example, in hexagon is a honeycomb and pineapple ice, or even in bubbles, is an obvious example of regular or irregular hexagon in nature. But there are many more places that hexagon will appear.
Good day, sir. My name is Mary Ann Herbelingo, Miss Cream from section Quebec. So I am belong in the group 2, and the task for the topic that you would given to us is we will discussing about the hexagon of the nature. Hexagon is a two-dimensional plane geometric figure that consists of 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles, and all of their internal angles as 120 degrees. There are two types of hexagon. First is regular hexagon and irregular hexagon. Regular hexagon is said to be regular if all of its sides are equal in length. Irregular hexagon that does not consist of equal length sides is known as an irregular hexagon. There are some examples of hexagon in nature. First one is honeycomb, the soccer ball, the tie knot, the clock, and also the knot.
Good day, sir. My name is Jekyll Ann Furel, B Scream 1, from Section Quebec. I belong to Group 2. Our group is tasked to do a research of hexagons in nature. Hexagon in nature includes two honeycomb, snowflake, and stop sign. And there are examples of honeycomb. A structure of hexagon cells of wax made by bees to store the honey and eggs. And then the snowflakes is a flake of snow, especially at tertiary ice crystal, typically displaying delicate six-fold or symmetry. So the stop sign and the shape are different from others, so that even when there's a lot of snow on them, they can be easily recognized. I learned about the hexagon in the nature is the most obvious natural hexagon is the honeycomb, the geometrically perfect home of 4 bees, and their honey. Bees are extraordinarily adept at constructing uniform hexagons, but beyond that, they themselves are encoded with the shape. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Laika Mayvel Ulingis, first year criminology from section Quebec, and I belong to group 2. And our group task is to do a research about hexagons and in nature. So here's some example of hexagon. There are honeycomb, snowflakes, and stop signs. This example has 6 sides polygons or 6gon. Honeycomb is one of the most common and naturally occurring example of hexagon, and it has 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles of each cell, and make it a perfect example of a hexagon. Snowflakes is a hexagon crystalline form of ice. It consists of 6 sides and 6-fold symmetry. And last is stop signs. Is installed on the roadside, are usually constructed in the shape of a regular hexagon. A hexagonal is a 2-dimensional plane geometric figure that consists of 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles. It falls under the category of polygon. So the total of the internal angles of any example of hexagon is 720 degrees. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is John Mar F. Habana, first year criminology from section Quebec, and I belong to the group 2. And our group takes it to do a research about hexagon in nature. So here's some example of hexagon or honeycomb. So figures and stop sign. This example has a 6-size polygon or 6gon. Honeycomb is one of the most common and naturally occurring example of hexagon. Has 6 sides, 6 vertex, and 6 angles at each, and make it perfect.
Good day, sir. My name is Karami Ismakinda. First year B is Criminology from Section Quebec. Our group has to do a research about hexagon in nature. Hexagon in nature. Most obvious natural hexagon is the honeycomb. The geometrically perfect home for bees and their honey. Bees worldwide are extraordinarily adept at constructing uniform hexagons. The properties of hexagon are all 6 sides are equal, all 6 interior angles are equal, measuring 120 degree each. The sum of the interior angles is 720 degree. All 6 interior angles are equal, measuring 60 degree each, and also has 9 diagonals. That's all. Thank you.